Hey everyone, it's Austin and welcome back to day 144 on my journey to 2000. I'll be playing chess every day until I reach the goal, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into today's game. Alright, let me see if I can find some music to play. There we go. Much louder than normal. Alright, and into the 10-minute pool we go. Alright, we got the white pieces against someone from North Macedonia. Game aborted. He was scared of me. Alright, now we have the black pieces against someone from Brazil. Exchange Karo Khan. Looks like we're going to get the... If he goes here, I'm going here and then here, probably. Okay. This is a line where they really just don't want you to develop your bishop. But then we can do this. Fight for the center this way. And then our bishop can come here and we just have an isolated queen spawn, basically. Okay. Pretty sure that this is the move. Our goal is to accelerate development because we'll be the ones playing with an isolated queen spawn, potentially. Maybe this would have been better. I kind of like the idea of him taking and me being able to take back with the knight, though. That's more of what I'm used to seeing in positions like this. I mean, I've only had this position, like, a very limited amount of times, but... yeah. I was kind of thinking that I don't love the look of this move. Let's throw in this one for good measure. Okay. Kind of think we might have to go back with the bishop. I hate it when I do this to myself. If I go here, it's just stupid. Yeah, I really hate it when I do this to myself. That's why you see me playing h6 a lot of times in the Caro-Kann before I castle, specifically the exchange Caro-Kann, because I feel like it kind of works a lot better to avoid some of these types of lines. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to take your light square bishop. That sounds great. Thank you. Reinforce the center. I could see myself having a nice square with the knight. Bishop covers this square, don't hang that. He wants my bishop. Thinking about this. Thinking about this. Let's go for this. My main goal right now, like for today's game, is to not really fall behind on time. So I'm definitely going to be making moves that aren't the best moves, but I'm kind of just playing at the same speed that my opponent is playing. And that's fine. Okay. I feel like this move is definitely pretty good to play. If I go here, takes, knight here afterwards anyway. Here, everything's covered. No, because then this pawn hangs. I would have to go here, in which case, if he goes here, he's hitting this and this, so I go here. Yeah, it's just not great, but it's okay. I definitely want to hang on to the bishop pair, though. Yeah, I'm super unfamiliar with this type of a position, but I'm feeling like I need to bring my bishops to obvious squares. Bring my pieces to obvious squares. I mean, let's just attack that, right? Rook here, probably. Rook here, honestly. No, that traps the knight, or the bishop. Oh my god, the rook. That traps the rook from this move. Alright, so I'm up on the clock a little bit, so, you know, I can potentially spend some time thinking about my next move. Okay. I mean, sure. Let's go here. Okay. I'm just gonna play this little prophylactic move, prevent his knight from coming in, because this could end up being a fork very easily, and I don't want to be forced to trade the bishop. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he wants to go here. I'm not sure why. He's so obsessed with the idea of that move. I want to go here and here, I think. I'm not sure what his knight or bishop are seeing at this square that he's so interested in. I've had a hard time being able to practice my endgames, so I honestly wouldn't mind if we just like traded into an endgame and got some practice and like You know, just kind of chilling there. So I mean, this was my idea, to chase after the bishop. I feel like that's rock solid. You can go back though. But my knight is pretty decent on this square, potentially. If I go here, hitting the pawn, seems like a bit of a wasted effort, perhaps. Here, back. Rook here. I mean, like, let's just keep it solid. My rook is not yet developed. Let's develop my rook. Okay. Rook here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just literally nothing special going on here. My knight has officially revolved around the world. Just made a little ninja star with arrows. Perhaps going there would have been better. Thinking about this. Takes. Okay. Should be able to just start moving my king up. Alright, so we have the minor piece endgame that I kind of asked for, so let's see what we can do. To put it frankly, we are worse. We are definitely worse in this position. Just because we have the isolated queen spawn. But I think that move may have been a bit hasty by my opponent. His knight is pinned. I don't know, just trying to play solid moves. Thinking about like this to put pressure on his pinned piece. So this hits the pawn and that. So that kind of walks into my idea, I think. This knight doesn't, it like, I feel like it looks good, but it does literally nothing. I mean, this bishop just absolutely dominates it. I mean, if I can win some pawns here and open up the position, then I think I'm going to do really well. I have 2 bishops. He doesn't. So where can he go with his knight that hurts me after this? I don't think anywhere. I'm hitting this pawn. And if anything, I can just go back and then trade everything. Well, can't go back no more. This is a fancy move. If he takes, it's check. Thinking about just bringing my knight up 1 more square. Check. Takes. Check takes. Here. Here. And then just start bringing my king and push my passed pawn, I think. Looks pretty good. My bishop is a little bit sad. I think it's important to bring the king first here. Not rush with any unnecessary pawn moves. That's like a pretty big, how would you say, end game rule. Don't take unnecessary pawns, don't make unnecessary pawn moves. Chart a course and stick to it. I have a passed pawn and I should be using it. So this restricts my opponent's pieces the most. Because he can't push this pawn. He already couldn't push that pawn, the record should show. Okay. So now I go here, right? Or do I go here? Either way. Okay, I'm honestly thinking about... Oh no, that's a fork. It's not a fork because he has check. Pretty decent idea, so I would have to defend. Or I could take the knight. Not sure I'm married to the idea of taking. Okay. He's enabling the ability to move that pawn again. Okay. Really? There first? What about this move? Hitting the knight, and now this pawn is hanging. Mm-hmm. Try to go win this pawn over here. Nine seconds. Alright, I went on time. So that was solid all the way to the end, right? Because I was able to just trade into an end game, and then I just grinded them out. Like, we absolutely take those. So I feel like that felt really good. That game just like demonstrated proper time management, just keeping the stick on the ice, and like it's crazy, like the resistance. Like, we're already equalized here. Yeah, pushing the pawn would have been better. I didn't do it because I wanted to try to build more of an attacking game, but he was really focused on trading pieces in the beginning. Like, he kind of forced the queen trade. I feel like there's not even much to analyze because, I mean, okay, I had a few inaccuracies. I guess we can try to dig into those a little bit. So this is an inaccuracy. If I go here and he goes bishop c2, what's my idea? g5. And, of course, when he drops back... Bishop f5. I mean, are you for real? Okay, I'm just gonna call the move that I played not an inaccuracy. I mean, I hate to be like that, but it's like... That's not a logical continuation of moves. Especially not for somebody that's 1600. So here... I think I considered this move, didn't I? Maybe not in this position, maybe in another position. Oh, I played it later. But here it's better. b3, best move. Bishop d7. I guess going for this. Knight d2. Bishop b5, yeah. Okay, so I mean, that one makes a little bit more sense. Just kind of putting pressure on things. This pawn was already defended, so I didn't need to, like, rush to defend it. I guess if he did something like this, then I would have gone here. No, it wants me to just take the pawn. It doesn't care that I'm losing the other one. Because if he goes here, I take the bishop first, and he doesn't even have time to take the pawn because then his rook hangs in the corner. He has to go knight d2. And now I can play rook e8. What? Rook e8? Engine says rook e8. Just give up the pawn. Nope, because tactics. Yeah. Computer's dirty like that, man. So anyway, very, like, no mistakes, just inaccuracies so far. So, yeah. I saw this idea later, but should have happened sooner. Would have been a little bit better. But even now, this is just completely equal. It wanted me to take the knight for quite a while, but not taking the knight is what ended up causing me to win the game. Oh, I'm an idiot. Just tactics. I'm just a complete absolute Neanderthal. Yeah, this is a big blunder, but I was so focused on the knight pin. I mean, that is such a simple tactic. I really should have seen that, but it's okay. Again, I find moves that I know are winning, and so then I play them instead of, like, perhaps trying to look for a better move, which is definitely, like, a problem. And I'm not gonna, like, look into the inaccuracies here because this was definitely a bit of a time scramble. And my idea is just to walk the pawn here. Yeah, and his best move, h4, a2. I mean, we're queening. We're doing crazy things. King e6. I feel like this should be kind of obvious why this is a win at this point. I mean, this is a fork that picks up the pawn. Wow, yeah, mate in 29. So, I saw all 29 moves, but I just wanted to announce it just in case you guys didn't see all 29 moves. It's mate in 29. Yeah, I mean, I had the one miss where he had a game-losing tactic, or I had a completely game-winning tactic, but I saw a position where I'm just better anyway, and I went for that. And I kind of wasted a little bit of time here, bringing my bishop back. Like, and this was a stupid move. Like, I should have seen from the get-go that this is my majority, and that's where I needed to push, but I hadn't gotten quite to that point in my thought process because I was thinking about the time so much. And I don't care about taking this pawn, guys. Like, for the record, like, yeah, yes, this pawn is hanging. I don't care. Give me a queen. Queens are easier to pre-move with than trying to worry about all the pawns that are still on the board, and he has a knight, and it's tricky. Alright, so that's 26 minutes. I think we're just going to call that a day on today's video. Again, just have a little bit too much going on to be playing so much. And I've really been prioritizing doing tactics. I mean, it doesn't look like it, right? But I really have, pretty much for the past 6 days straight, I've done an hour of tactics every single night because I think that is my weakest point. My absolute weakest point, even weaker than my endgames. So I'm really trying to drill in on the tactics, doing them whenever I can. And, of course, when I do that, it gives less time to record, gives less time to play games. But I think that ultimately it will help me improve the most. And I have found some tactics in my games here and there, I think, as a direct result of my additional training, but you know, there's no way to say for certain. All that being said, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, please like the video. Please comment. Please subscribe to the channel. I hit 1K. Fantastic. Thank you. But my goals are now going up. We're moving the goalpost. We want to do better. So, all that being said, thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you tomorrow.